The regular season has reached its halfway point, and as the team looks ahead to the rest of the year, it's time to check in with players and set the goals that will drive them the rest of their season.
The convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers. We're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Colts sideline. That's head coach Shane Steichen. These guys hoping to make it 2 wins in a row this week. On the other sideline, the head coach of the Steelers. His guys with a crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Rodgers throwing to start it off. Complete to DK Metcalf. There he goes, right sideline. DK Metcalf. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. One snap in, and this offense as efficient as they could be, partner, and looking very dangerous to begin this ball game too.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing for coaches to tell us in our production meetings they want to be a quick strike offense. It's got to be explosive. They put that talk into action.
First and 10 from the 32. Rodgers set to pass. Fits it through the middle. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. A 28-yard pickup there. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. Here's Rodgers. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped it incomplete on first down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. He dodged the tackle. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, certainly more exciting for all of us.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker because we know in this league, when you get a guy...
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He beams one deep right side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. We'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Rodgers thrown again on 2nd. That's Metcalf running the slant. Reaches the 40. At the 20. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 20-zip lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. And that is his 3rd touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But at that defense, we're flying around and making the play.
It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. Trying to get outside here with Warren. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Charvarius Ward brings him down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Rodgers on his 3rd and short. He's got his man. This is Austin. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers are running away so far with a 27-zip game. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slants, you find yourself in the gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Escapes the defender. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Rodgers rushing everybody to the line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, Warren. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. And after the play, one of the Colts still out there injured. We get a brief stoppage here as they check on him. 1st down. Here's Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 on the other side, Brock. We've reached our 2-minute warning. The Steelers leading the way here in Acrisure. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Will not be enough for a 1st down. We'll So far, they've got to be pretty happy with how he's been leading their offense. It has been a great start.
And I'd hesitate to say it's only going to get better, especially if they really decide to keep running this offense through that quarterback's arm.
And he has the first over the middle. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Steelers have a first down.
16 yards. That's good for the Steelers. First down.
They'll throw again. Rodgers. Cut near the goal line. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His fourth receiving score of the game. As he naps another touchdown, Brock, I gotta ask you, the former QB, is this the point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have one touchdown today are coming over you and saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. Gets it downfield, on target to Metcalf. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. Absolutely fires this one right side. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now here's Rodgers. He's trying to go deep again. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. It's Warren on 3rd down. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Hope you all had a happy and safe Halloween. Thanks to those of you who dressed up as the Octobox or the Witching Hour for the holiday. But the calendar now reads November, so let's get into the highlights. And this is Zay Flowers. He's one of the 4 verticals on this route, and it's a deep shot. They connect. This is going to wind up as an 85-yard catch and run for the touchdown. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers. They're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And this is Bryce Young. He pulls it, and now he's thinking first down. Now he's thinking touchdown. 31 yards on the scramble for the score. The Panthers have the lead in a game where both teams come in on losing streaks, so someone's got to get out of here with a victory. Got one more to show you right now. Let's go to Foxborough. It's the Patriots taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And it's last year's 8th overall pick, Michael Penix. 12 yards on the touchdown. The Falcons lead by a field goal at halftime. One final look at the rest of the scores from week number 9 with Cleveland, the Jets, Philly, and Tampa Bay all on the midseason bye. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive. Getting tempo with some hurry-up offense.
At the 32-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Play action here with Rodgers. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he has this down to the 14-yard line. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. From the red zone now. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Offense in the hurry up now.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw, Rodgers. And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers piling onto the scoreboard yet again. Slant route, as it does so many times every game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers will look to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They get 23 on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Rodgers to throw. It's a screen play to Warren. Shoots away from one. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Rodgers rushing everybody to the line.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The play fake, he'll throw. This is a heater going deep. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down.
Nick Cross there defensively.
Trying an inside give to Warren. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
Back at the 46-yard
Even with this lead, keeping the pedal down.
What you got? So there's 50. Hey, you block over here.
Off play action. Here's Rodgers. Austin makes the grab downfield. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. From the gun, and give to Gainwell. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Everybody rushing back to the line.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
4th down now, Rodgers. He connects downfield. One of the biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QB's one of them.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Steelers continue piling it on here in the 4th. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with Warren. Along the right sideline, there's space. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers keep running away with this. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's...
The fans, all right, here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North Shore. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.